So it's Josh and Seth again from iStope 11, and this time we're using an Android device to control a multicolor RGB LED. So I have some Ruby code that represents such a device. Here's a test because, yeah, you're writing tests. The code's real simple. You can set the red or the green or the blue anywhere from 0 to 1, and it knows how to interact with this thing called Pi Blaster. Pi Blaster is a way to get software PWM on the Raspberry Pi. And so this is just sort of the command that it needs to send in order to set the channel to the intensity that we want. Anyway, so that's pretty much it for the Ruby code, except I have just a real basic DRB service again. So I get the guy, I start him off at blue, I turn him on, I open up druby, and I start a service on the LED. So I'm serving this LED over the network. And he's actually inverse RGB LED because the RGB LED we have takes ground to the pins rather than ground to the common pin. So anyway, but this is real easy. This is just a super class of the RGB LED that changes what it means to get intensity. So he just, flips that sucker. Anyway, so there's that, and then over here we have the Android app. I'm using a thing from Commonsware that's called Color Mixer. Anyway, it's all real similar to the last week one. We're using JRuby. I've got a color mixer. Basically, anytime the color changes, and so this is actually when you let go, it'll run this bit of code. It'll grab the red, green, and blue channels, set them on this asynchronous task, and then execute it. The async task really does this awful thing where it's just inline executing some Ruby via JRuby. And he gets sort of mapped values from the 0 to 256 down to the 0 to 1 floating point number. Anyway, so what does it all look like? Looks like this right here. So you have your basic Android app, and you have the old Raspberry Pi connected to some stuff. And as we, as we move things around, we update a freaking RGB LED. Alright, that's awesome. That's all we got. See ya.